I don't. It's not the flavor of grape.
I'm Zakk from Mac and Zakk to the Future, and with me as always is Mac and our guest, Justin Fetzer.
Hi.
You can say more than that, you do.
The fourth wall.
How's the world today?
It's not that great, Justin. Watch
the fourth
the news.
wall is up.
I don't watch the
The
news.
fourth wall.
I have what is called a job.
People who have jobs watch the news. That's how they know what the weather's going to be like, what
I
traffic's
don't
going to
care
be like.
what the weather's going to be like.
What about traffic?
Why do you watch
I'd rather
the news?
make money than care about what the weather's going to be like.
You can do both, though. That's
Zakk,
all I'm saying.
Why do you watch the news then?
Because that's like I like to stay connected to the world and know what's going on. Even though most of the news is all lies or just touched up a little bit. Justin changed his mind. He likes grape again.
I do not like grape.
You gotta bite it.
Do you like actual grapes? Do you like?
Yes, I like actual grapes.
Okay. Coke or Pepsi, Justin?
Coke.
Okay.
Bradley Cooper or Russell Brand?
Neither.
Are you aware that Bradley Cooper has a demented, crooked face?
I don't care.
No, I'm just saying that's just something that we just learned about recently, and it keeps coming up.
Which celebrity do you want to beat up?
Yeah, which celebrity would you like to get into a fight with?
Brad Pitt.
Which celebrity would you like to get in a fight with and lose?
Yeah, which celebrity would you want?
Have you ever been to space?
No.
Do you think you would
I
like
had
to?
some space Coke before. No.
Would you go to space if you had the chance?
Probably not.
Really, if like it was an all expenses paid, not that there would be many expenses once you got into space.
No.
What if there was drugs?
No.
What if they said, Justin, we got our best guys, we're gonna build top of the line space shuttle.
No.
We're gonna give you a crew, all just so we can give you this acid and you can go up there and trip out in space. And we're gonna build this big dome room.
Hell no.
We're gonna build this big dome room where you can sit and watch the Earth
No.
from orbit while on acid.
No. Definitely not.
Really, that sounds kind of appealing to me now that I keep
It
describing.
would, but honestly, you'd be in space tripping on acid and you'd think about that and then all the possibilities that could go wrong and then you just float off into space.
What if you had cancer, knock on wood, and this was like a Make-A-Wish thing? Would you do it then?
No.
Why?
Because.
Like, what if you had an incurable disease you were going to die in, like, 2 weeks? This could all happen within, like,
Because it would
days.
take me longer to train to go up to space than to actually go there.
Justin, why are you taking your pants off?
First of all, I'm not taking my pants off, buddy.
Are you gonna do it with them on? Seriously,
Fucked
stop
up.
taking your pants off. Justin is
up,
taking
Shut
his
up,
pants
man.
off right now.
No, I'm not.
What's your favorite thing to do in the morning and why?
Take a piss because it feels good.
It's always the bathroom. That's what everybody has said so far. Justin, what was the first thing you ever wanted to be?
First thing I ever wanted
Yeah.
to be.
For-
No, that was a lot of years ago, buddy.
But I'm saying it should be kind of ingrained. Like
What's the first? No. What the question should be? What's the first thing that you weren't?
The first thing that you weren't?
It's a better question.
No, it's not, because it's a lot more, or a lot less.
Well, no, it works because the first thing I knew I wasn't was Batman. Because I asked my mom if Batman jumped down into this ditch behind her house, would he break his leg? And by the time she could say yes, I had already jumped down and I didn't break my leg. So I knew that I wasn't Batman.
Because your mom said so?
Well, she said Batman would break his leg.
Yeah,
I
because she
didn't.
said that, but...
As
Really?
a kid, you believe everything your parents say.
But wouldn't logic kind of dictate, like, I just did that, so couldn't Batman easily do that? Therefore, couldn't I easily be Batman?
But I didn't break my leg.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not Batman.
See, it's kind of like that. First thing I ever wanted to be was a Ghostbuster, but I found out I couldn't do that because the technology just didn't exist. You can't catch ghosts. Most people don't even believe in ghosts, so how was I ever going to make a living catching them?
Alright, well, let's just ask Justin, out of any of your favorite movies,
Batman.
what occupation would you want to be?
Ghostbusters.
I thought Spawn was pretty cool.
Well, you know what? The Joker killed him, so.
What?
Yeah.
The black guy in The Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's Spawn.
That's funny. That was a good movie, though.
Mm-hmm. Spawn's a good
I
movie.
saw that shit in the theaters.
I should
way
make a
back in
new
the day.
Spawn.
They should, dude. That'd be badass.
Why would it be badass?
Because the technology they have nowadays, they can make it better.
Stronger.
Stronger.
Faster.
More intelligent. We have the technology.
There's an ad for that.
There's that. Okay. Let's see, next question. Let's see if I have another good question.
When's a good time to smoke?
Now.
What's your favorite? What is your favorite alcoholic beverage and why?
Mojitos.
Mojitos, is that like a new favorite? Because you had one the other night at Dave and Buster's.
Do you think it's
How
weird?
long have you been drinking mojitos?
Since I'm able to drink.
I never seen you drinking mojitos.
It's because not a lot of places have mojitos. Not a lot of
I
places
tried it.
ca-
It
like,
wasn't bad.
it's
taking-
good.
If you take into account how long you've known us, is it weird that we're asking you questions like this?
No, I'm just being respectful of your broadcast.
And our studio.
Zakk's.
It's a studio.
Okay.
Justin, now. what
Zakk's
happened
room with
No,
the spank bank
it's never-
next to us.
It's getting edited out.
What's Spank Bank?
The computer?
Dude, I explained this to him the last time. The Spank Bank is up here. That's goes for everybody. This is just a tool that I take out my imagination out. Justin, what superpower would you choose if you had the choice between any superhero ever?
Justin would probably choose the
Or
power.
even if he could think of one that has never existed, which I doubt.
Would you like to have the power to buy good porno? Is
It's
everything
not a
normal?
superpower, man. That-
Could be. Have you seen the porno he buys? You need superpowers to not buy that kind of porn.
So you're saying that you would buy that kind of porn?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Well, obviously you stole one of them from me.
I didn't steal it. You left it here and Sadie gave it to me. Yeah, you did. She said that you fucking packed up like all your stuff, and then she came home one day, and then a tape or DVD was sitting on her table, and she was just like, "What the fuck?" 'Cause you
Yeah,
about
it's
to
probably
set your
when he was
movies
moving shit out,
and you
yeah.
just didn't pick up the last one on the bottom, and it just stayed there. And that was Gape of the Blondes.
Gave up the blondes. That's funny. So back to the actual superpower question, because I really want to know this. Because me and Mac, yeah, we like superheroes and stuff. We're nerds.
I'd have Spawn's superpowers.
That I can dig that. I can dig that.
Justin just wants a cape. That's all.
I don't want a
Spawn's
cape.
got more than that. He's crazy.
Whatever, that cape's badass.
And that, he's
His
more,
cape does more than he does.
Dude,
Yeah.
he still does shit.
Yeah, you can still do stuff.
And that's
He
just,
heals really fast. Can't die.
it's like making fun of Batman for having a utility belt.
Yeah. He's got them chains that come out.
So yeah, if I,
Well, I'm not knocking it. I'm just.
We were talking about it earlier tonight.
Capes are cool, man.
On the spot, when I was thinking about it, I always wanted Wolverine's powers, but other than that, it would have to be a cross between like Batman or
Would
I like Spider-Man when I was a kid just because the powers were cool.
you wear a cape?
Not if I had like Spider-Man's powers.
Capes are cool. They look cool. They just don't
It
seem
just-
efficient.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be efficient for Spider-Man to wear a cape.
Because
It would just get in the way.
it would just be weird if you're walking around and you saw a caped spider hanging around a tree. You just don't see those
But
things.
see, if you were Spawn, you could take out your cape at any time you wanted to and put it away.
Well,
What superhero can't do that?
yeah,
Because it's always just flailing in the wind. Like
Batman's got to go without
Superman
his
just
cape
whips off
sometimes.
his suit and then runs, and he just misses a lot of work,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, he misses like all the work because he's a reporter, but they never fire him for missing every Superman.
See, but that's gonna be really confusing. You know, you're just falling from a building, and all of a sudden you're on the ground, because it's got to happen that fast where Superman catches you, puts you on the ground, and makes it back to work in like 2 seconds. If he's
No,
using his
usually he
super
makes
speed.
it all dramatic, and then he catches you, like flies with you like a little bit.
I know. I'm just
Trying
talking
to-
about if Superman didn't miss work, like if the way you'd make it possible, he would just fly there in 2 seconds, be back. No one would even notice he's gone.
See, if he was the Flash, he could do that, but he's not the Flash.
Superman could fly fast.
Flash was faster.
Yeah, the Flash beats Superman, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, well, it may have happened. I'm talking about Superman right now.
So, yeah. Well, that's cool, Spawn, I guess. Justin, do you think you're ready for Z-Day? The zombie apocalypse? I mean, I was going to say, before I said that, I'm sure this is kind of a given, because you do already own firearms.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, sir. I have my concealed carry certificate, and I'm just waiting for my permit right now.
Alright, I'm understanding that you do have a favorite gun, right?
Yes, sir.
What is it? Let's see what this bad boy is. What is it?
My favorite gun would have to be a 1911 Colt 45.
Look, a black guy drinking Colt 45.
Justin,
Colt 45.
what would be the first thing you did if the zombie apocalypse happened?
I'd probably make my way to the first gun store that I could.
Yeah, but don't you think the gun store owners would like have that shit on lockdown, considering they have all those guns, and they would be a lot safer than anybody I know because of all the guns they have. That's all I'm saying.
Right, so why would they shoot me if I weren't a zombie?
Because they would be trying to protect what's theirs, unless you had something like, unless you were gonna join up with them.
Obviously.
Well, there you go. I suppose get friendly with a gun store somewhere.
Like the brown animal.
Justin, based on your experience with firearms and your knowledge of ammunition and all that stuff, could you give, let's say, 5 tips for surviving the zombie apocalypse? They don't have to all be gun related.
5 tips to surviving
Yes, you can go.
the Z-Day.
Yeah, 5 to 1 being more important.
Throw in on this weed, yo.
No, let's just smoke it and then smoke my.
Dude, that's gonna
Yeah.
be gone in like 2 hits.
So his weed's
There's
better.
3 of us.
His weed's better though. I
So
think
5
based on what
tips.
we were talking about before, 5
I
tips.
see female
I'd
boobs
say-
at work. What do
I'd
you
s-
see, Justin? Male boobs? Mailman boobs?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Having a conversation here, man.
Yeah, on our podcast, so shut up, Justin.
Trying to
It's
explain
your
something.
podcast.
So based on what we were talking about before about the joining up with a gun store to have access to their guns, you're saying that before the zombie apocalypse happens, those who are gun enthusiasts should get friendly with a local gun store in town.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be number 5, and this is a precursor because most people think about the zombie apocalypse that it's going to happen. So if it does happen, people can be ready. Okay, tip number 4.
Always be aware.
Be aware of what?
Beware of everything.
The
No,
bear.
You don't watch the news.
Beware of the bear.
There wouldn't be any news. If the Z-Day happened, everybody would be dead and fending for their lives.
And besides,
Everybody would be dead and fending for their lives.
Well, the survivors would be who
Yeah.
actually survived.
Justin would get all of his tips to
Yeah,
helping people out for his militia from the news.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
That way
that's
it's already gone down before Justin gets there. He just has to go around and kick around the leftover debris.
Would you rather be well loaded with your own?
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, he's telling us to get out of here. Why?
That was your Frankenstein reflex. So number 4, always be aware of your surroundings and such. Tip number 3.
Tip number 3.
Yeah.
Always ration your food. Because you never know what you're going to be able to find.
Justin, is this fucking like tips for being a 23-year-old on your own or like fucking Z-Day? Fucking be aware.
Z-Day.
Ration your food.
So far we have the guns. Being aware of your own surroundings, which I would think Justin is aware of his own surroundings.
You should
And then
always be aware
ration
of your
food,
own-
which everybody does to an extent is ration.
Come on,
food.
man. What about stuff that's actually going to help us from killing zombies
What kind of
and
food?
surviving?
Non-perishable food.
Non-perishable food.
Exactly.
Yes.
Turkeys.
Yeah.
Turkeys don't die.
Yeah, and that would also go along with having, like, planting your own vegetables and stuff. The soil is still good.
I need a lighter.
I have a lighter. Tip number 2.
Tip number 2, always stock up on ammunition.
Okay. That kind of goes
Whatever
with the
which
fit.
you
That
can
kind
I
of.
thought I was going to say there's always something there to remind you.
No, I was gonna say. That kind of goes with rule number 5 with the whole gun store thing.
No, because there's other rules with the gun store too, though, because you're not always gonna have the ammo there for you. You're gonna eventually run out.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, tip number 1.
Tip number 1.
Yes. Tip
Put it
number
on her pussy.
Ew. That's
Tip number 1. If you're ever engaged in a zombie attack, don't waste your bullets. Take your time, because the conservation of your bullets is everything.
That was Justin's 5 tips on how to survive the zombie apocalypse, and they weren't bad.
Alright, what's your
And they-
5 tips on surviving podcast? You've been on 2 now, I think.
That's my second one.
The look on your face.
Justin, what is your favorite animal?
I don't have a favorite animal.
Why? Do you lack the imagination?
I guess it would probably have to be wolves if I really had a favorite.
That's cool, because that's pretty much mine too. Wolves or dogs?
They
What's
had,
your favorite
at
animal?
the sporting show, at the sports show that I went to last Saturday, they had baby bear cubs and wolves that you could take pictures with.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was sweet. They had gray wolves and grizzlies.
Mac, what's your favorite animal?
Well, you know, everybody likes dogs and I guess cats, so you can't really say that your favorite animal. It's not enough imagination.
Yeah,
but
okay. I
I'd have to
suppose.
say my favorite animal would probably be a bat.
Yeah, the vampire bats used to be one of my favorite animals.
But
when
they
I was a
also
kid.
aren't like an animal that I would like to hold. Like
I always wanted a pet bat. You can. The
like
people
a
do
tiny,
have pet
like
bats.
a tiny
in
little
cages
monkey.
and
I
stuff.
don't know, small animals just seem like cool.
The cotton top tamarins are really cool.
Yeah,
Monkeys.
Yeah,
I
they
think
have
that'd be a sweet animal to have.
pretty
Because they're just like a tiny monkey with like a mohawk.
Pretty much anything in the small mammals house at the Milwaukee County Zoo would be cool, I think. Except I'm not into armadillos.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
armadillos are fucking cool.
I'm not into armadillos that much. That like they carry like fucking syphilis and shit. Like they carry all kinds of nasty shit, gonorrhea and salmonella. And,
So do a bunch of other animals at the zoo.
well, I'm not saying the armadillos at the zoo.
So do
carry
a
that.
bunch of chicks from fucking Muskego.
Wait a minute. Okay, well, we got favorite animals. That works. I still say wolf doesn't. It's not a lack of imagination because wolves are really cool animals, and you don't get to see wolves that often.
No.
You have to go to
Yeah,
this.
but wolf takes one.
They just made wolf
5
hunting
more
legal in
imagination points
Wisconsin and in
than saying a
Minnesota.
dog.
They
But
were taking
other than
off the
like-
endangered species list.
It's like nobody likes cows anymore.
What the fuck? No, because we eat them. Who cares? You can't get attached to a cow, like, sentimentally, because you're going to eat it later.
What would you like to happen with your militia in the next 10 years?
Yeah,
Justin?
this is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Justin's he wants to be a very independent American, and he would like to run things his own way, and he would like to join a group of
Michelin
people.
Man.
He would like to join a group of
You
people.
called him the Michelin Man.
I know, it's not the Michelin Man, it's fucking Puff.
Stay
Stay
Puft.
pumped.
It's Puff the Magic Dragon.
Well, at least we know that you weren't serious on that. I thought you called him the Michelin Man. I was like,
No.
damn.
If you could be any kind of criminal, what would it be, Justin?
A rich one.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I
I'm
said. I
saying,
was like, that's what I said about superheroes. I was like, I want to be one who has money.
so that's like Bruce Wayne or Tony Stark.
I was impressed. Like, I asked like a 5-year-old. Well, how old is Damien?
Like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I asked him like, 'cause he had a Spider-Man tech deck, and I was like, "Do you know who Spider-Man is?" He's like, "Peter Parker."
But yeah, Justin, the whole point, like, just like imagination-wise, like thinking of a criminal that, like, a crime that would be fun.
Would you tightrope between the trade towers, Justin?
No. I'd have
Like,
to
fuck
walk
that
right
guy.
up
Who
first.
gives a shit? Stupid French fuck.
Yeah. What do you think about that guy, Zach? Let us know.
Well, I don't know. It's cool that he's got the balance thing and all that. He's got, like, that's all he's got going for him is he's a circus freak with freak balance. But then he does all this and makes himself look out to, like, be this extraordinary person. And then right after he does all this, he talks about how he cheated on his wife and filmed it, and they show parts of the film in the documentary. And it's just kind of okay, well, you're a dirtbag. You just have good balance. That doesn't make you a good person.
What do you think about Dale Earnhardt flying his car through the trade towers?
It's not real.
That's not real. High five.
Yeah.
That was awesome. It's not real. So what is your favorite moment growing up with us, Justin? It better not be fucking before you hung out with me. I'll be really sad.
Because you touched my wiener.
Who hasn't touched your wiener?
Me. Oh.
I get laid all the time. I've never yanked it.
Here comes the airplane.
That's so messed up. I'm sick of that coming up on the podcast too.
Zach doesn't like airplanes.
No, I don't. Justin, answer Matt's question.
I have an
I've
airplane
never
motor in
been-
my car.
Why?
Because that's what the car is made of.
It's made of airplanes.
Well, that's what it was made after.
Justin, what is your opinion about drugs?
Well, what's the craziest thing that ever happened to you on drugs?
Anything related to drugs?
Craziest thing that's ever happened to me on drugs.
Yes.
I can't really say I've had anything crazy happen to me while I was.
What's the craziest thing you've ever
What's
thought of?
experienced or been through? Like
Like,
yeah.
do you remember any of the things you've told us? You told us some weird stuff, tripping.
Probably.
Probably. You didn't give me any acid. And you gave it all to Tony. And then later, you were tripping balls and you asked me if I believed that the world was inside a glove. And I was like, no, Justin, because you didn't give me any acid. And then Tony's just sitting there laughing at the fucking corner of the ceiling at a fucking spider web that's just dangling on the ceiling. He's all, look at it. I was like, look at what? Everything.
Oh man.
What was your favorite time tripping?
Yeah, what was the best trip you ever had?
When me, you, and Brasky tripped.
Yeah, that was pretty goddamn fun.
I've only heard the stories.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Fucking blink, dude.
Yeah, Tim was kind of freaked out
Yeah,
at
try
Justin's house.
blinking.
No, he was freaked out at Justin's house because Justin had the room completely lit with black lights, and we were jamming Tool, and there was all the glow-in-the-dark stars and pot leaves and
Was
stuff.
that Tim's first time tripping?
No, I'm pretty sure. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. But the Tool and the atmosphere was not. I was fine with it because that's what I predicted was going to happen, anyways.
It's good.
All right, Justin. We talked about
I'm just gonna switch.
the zombie apocalypse. Have you seen the Book of Eli?
Yes, it
You've
was an
played-
awesome movie.
You've played Fallout 3, right?
Yes, sir. I own the game.
So what if it wasn't a zombie? So what if it wasn't a zombie apocalypse?
I don't
What-
know.
Because you're high, probably.
Alright. Okay, go on.
What if it wasn't a zombie apocalypse? What if it was like the world shut down and there was a nuclear holocaust, but you were a survivor? Do you think you'd be prepared for that holocaust?
Yes and no, because I wouldn't have the non-perishable food items to supply myself with, or any kind of respiratory protection.
Yeah, because of the fallout, the
Yeah.
literal fallout. Yeah, I've thought about it.
But all 5 rules still apply.
Yeah, I guess they would still apply in that case. And with one added rule.
Whatever you do, find the Twinkie factory. No.
Yeah. That's the zombie one.
Hey, it still works in nuclear
yeah.
war.
No, that's a myth.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's a myth. I also read that naked mole rats are more likely than cockroaches to survive a nuclear holocaust.
Justin, did you know that science still hasn't successfully proven what animals deem pleasurable?
What?
Where does that note come from?
It's just a fact. You're naming facts.
Is that
is a
is
fact.
that another language for you want to do it?
No,
or something?
no. That's English for
Max experiments
science.
just
No.
haven't.
Wikipedia told us that science still hasn't
Oh yeah,
found
that
out
was
what
you. Yeah,
animals
the
find
facts.
sexually pleasurable. And I said pleasurable first, and then you came in with the sexual stuff. Not, dude. Is sex?
Well, I know that my
pleasures you,
dog.
Justin?
I know that my dog likes it when you
Well,
scratch him under his
does
ear.
sex
That's
pleasure you,
pleasure
man?
for a dog.
But science hasn't figured that out.
So if I figure that out as a dog owner, then science has figured it out. Science doesn't figure anything
Did
out.
you know-
Science is. Humans don't figure out science. That's the one.
That a urinal is just a basin mounted to a wall, or simply just a wall.
EPM. That's what Wikipedia said.
What art scares you the most?
No,
Yeah, how
scares
about-
me.
What scares you the most?
Yeah, how about that
Nothing.
question?
Nothing.
Justin, everybody has a deep down fear of something. It's just inherent in the human condition. It's nothing to be ashamed of or to hide. I'm afraid of heights. Like,
It's
really.
okay to
Oh,
cry.
yeah, I know
It's
that.
okay to cry before you tell us.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry.
I'm afraid of heights. Max afraid of monkeys. I found out going
No.
to the zoo with them yesterday. That's
I
something
think
we'll
I'd be
talk
afraid
about
of,
in a minute.
like, I don't know. I was always afraid of
honestly
horses,
Wouldn't know what I'd be afraid of.
but I overcame my
alive?
fear.
Yeah, I think that would be. Or
Being
like.
alive. That's a common fear between humans. Go on. What's your other fear?
Or like. It's not. Like, I'm not afraid of heights. It's just the hitting the ground.
I'm not afraid of heights, but being eaten alive on tall buildings scares me.
I didn't say that.
No, but would that scare you?
Okay, here, I'll name off some things and tell me if that would be something you would consider like frightening or scary on a
I
deep
think
level.
falling would be. Fear.
So you're not afraid of heights, but you're afraid of falling.
Yeah. Because I work high in the air. you
Well,
know,
yeah,
so-
that just goes with your just basic instinct. Because you don't want to fall, that turns into a fear. But okay, what
Do you
about
got
deep water? Like really deep
or
water.
oblitophobia? It's the fear
What?
of washing or bathing.
I'm sure everybody would be afraid of drowning or being or like
Well,
burning
no,
alive. or,
I disregarded the drowning bit just deep water. Like, say, like you were...
As long as I was safe in a pressurized fucking unit.
Well, let's say that you were basically floating on like a log or something, like at the end of Jaws.
Naval phobia would be the worst one
What is
so
it?
far. Fear of looking up.
No, that's it. That's
Oh God.
that goes with fear of heights, because some people, when they look up, depending on how clear the sky is, they get vertigo from thinking about how high they're actually looking up.
Altophobia.
Because
is the fear of
especially at
heights.
night when you can see the stars and stuff. But yeah, deep water. Let's say you're floating on a log. You're gonna get like, you know which way to go, and you're trying to like kick and get to shore or whatever. Like, say you're like in Lake Michigan, which nobody knows how
Albumerophobia.
deep it is.
The fear of kidney
Would
disease.
that be scary to you, to be like floating submerged up to probably your chest, holding on in that deep of water?
No, because I could just lie on my back and just float by myself and fucking backstroke.
Yeah, but but the point of having the log is that if you get exhausted, you won't be able to swim anymore, and you're farther.
I could still float though on my back.
Could you guys guess what
Possibly.
allophobia means?
Huh?
Allophobia?
Allophobia?
Yeah. A-U-L-O phobia?
No. What's it mean?
Fear of flutes.
Fear of flutes?
No, get it away from me.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I'll give that one.
Yeah, you just float on your back. And
Okay, so Justin's not afraid of deep water.
Fear of gold.
Are you afraid of, say, the dark at all?
No.
Not in sleeping situations, but in maybe a strange situation if you would find yourself in the dark. Would you
In a
be on
strange
edge?
situation?
Yeah,
if
not
it was
in-
already...
Not in the supernatural
Skewed.
sense, like kind of, like you were in a situation you aren't normally in, like it's the first time you've ever been in this situation.
Are you afraid of becoming angry?
I don't know.
Or
but
flowers?
Probably.
it's an inherent
Are you
fear
afraid of
sometimes.
people
A
in
lot of
society?
crazy shit happens
Possibly
in the dark.
floods?
And you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Do you have a fear of staying single?
That's a common one among a lot of stupid people. Let's see. Deep
Do you have a
water,
fear of
the
failure?
Dark. Are you afraid of any animals, like exotic animals, like say?
Being afraid by
Are you afraid
being
of
bitten by anything poisonous.
Are you afraid of spiders at all?
No, not
Are you
really.
afraid of dust?
As long as they're not poisonous.
Are you afraid of dust?
No.
Well, you don't have that phobia then.
Are you afraid of chickens? Like, seriously, you would hug a chicken?
Yeah.
Man, just because you're
If it came down
just
to it.
because you're not
If it
afraid
came
of
down-
If it came down to it.
just because you're not afraid of something doesn't mean you would easily just hug it. I'm not afraid of sharks.
So you would hug a shark?
No, so that doesn't
Joking.
mean I'm afraid of a shark.
What about, do you have fear of kidney disease?
Who wouldn't?
Alright, so Justin has albuminerophobia.
It's not. No.
No, seriously. It's
No, a phobia only counts if it's
We
like
all
an
have
over. No, if it's an
Yeah.
overbearing like part of your life. Like that would in turn you into kind of a hemophiliac.
Yeah.
Do you have
Okay,
fear of
parasites. Are you afraid of parasites at all? Like the concept of having like a tapeworm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Who?
Hey, I think
It
I
just
might
comes
have
down to who
agliophobia.
wouldn't be.
I suppose.
I
yeah.
think I might have agliophobia.
What's
It's
that?
the fear of pain. I constantly walk around Final Destinationing everything I see, like that truck just drove past. What are the top 3 ways it could have killed me? I don't know.
That's death. That's not pain. And you get you have a tattoo
I'm
on
not-
your face.
No,
I don't
like
think
I'm
you're
afraid of bleeding.
I'm afraid
Well,
of bleeding.
I'm fucking protected by the tattoo on my face.
Let's talk about Mac. Mac is afraid of monkeys.
What if they made a bowl of
Let's not
silly
talk about
putty?
I'm afraid of monkeys.
Please, let's talk about it because it's
Alright.
yeah, okay. Mac didn't want to get too close to the orangutans or the gorillas at the zoo yesterday. Since Mac said if one of them had pounded
I didn't want to be the first person. I didn't want to be one of the people who jumps when they pound on the glass.
Because he said if it did, he would have flinched hardcore.
I would have flinched if the snake bit at the glass. Dude, I know they can't bite me. My own snakes, they're on the glass, and they bite at it. I'm like, oh, fuck. I don't know why. I just don't want to get hurt.
It's just a
I
reaction.
just don't want to get hurt.
It's just a reflex. I'm sure
No,
anybody
but
would do
what
it.
is the reason that you're afraid of the monkeys, though?
Well, I will say, because I know you want to say it.
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes Rise of the Planet of the Apes did not help my fear of monkeys. Maybe it started
Yeah, it was a
but
good movie.
Yeah, it was epic.
I don't know.
It
Yeah,
was,
it was.
epic.
all right.
When Caesar talked, I had goosebumps.
Let's just
When he
trace
said,
this back.
"No."
Let's just trace this back to the roots. The last time I've been to the zoo, that same gorilla, the ape that we saw that I didn't want to go by, it flipped us off last time we were there, and I have a picture of it flipping us off like that. And if we go back beyond that, my family, they all were murdered by monkeys. So maybe that's it.
Okay.
Does
the gorilla flipping you off have anything to do with your fear of them evolving?
Not necessarily evolving, but you can't cage something forever unless it dies. Then you caged it till it died, so good job. But
Mac, monkeys aren't just gonna one
like
day
they look
get up.
so mad.
Yes, they look sad, but at this point, a lot of zoos it's for conservation because a lot of these species will just be poached, and there wouldn't be as good of a chance for breeding as there is in a zoo. And it's not the most glamorous thing, but it's all the money we can put into it, unfortunately.
Fucking monkey did like I don't.
They're
wanna
not gonna
talk
get
about
up.
this.
They're not gonna get up one day and go, you know what? No, take me back to Africa.
I don't think they're gonna say that or talk or anything like that.
Or I'm
but
gonna run across the home bridge.
I don't think that they're
in the
gonna
fog.
be a fucking organization of monkeys. I just think that
No,
maybe
rebellion.
someday a monkey might break through the glass and probably beat the fuck out of somebody, and I might be there that
Man,
day,
monkeys
and
have-
I might jump, and I don't want no one to see it.
I don't think anybody will see it if a monkey is beating the shit out of somebody right there.
Unless it's beating me up and I had just flinched.
First you flinched, then it jumped on you. And you know a chimpanzee
Dude,
one
they would bite my face.
No.
Have you heard the stories?
Yes, it wouldn't just
Scream.
maybe.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, probably. You know the chimpanzee wouldn't just bite your face. A chimpanzee has the strength to rip a human's arm off.
Yeah, that's like the only monkey I would really be afraid of.
Yeah, because they're about
They're
like the
super
biggest one.
aggressive.
The biggest ones are about as big as us. They just don't look as big. And gorillas, they're scary enough.
Monkey gets revenge on owner who forced him to climb trees. Seriously, if you have to force a monkey to climb a tree and it kills you because of it, that's so fucked up.
Wait, it did kill him?
It's what monkeys do is climb trees. That's their fucking primary mission is to
No,
climb
this is
trees.
turning into a Ricky Gervais show. Now we have monkey news.
Monkey gets revenge on owner who forced him to climb trees for coconuts by killing him with a well-aimed coconut.
He's like the robot monkey in Sonic 2.
Oh my god. A monkey who, tired of being forced to climb trees to pick coconuts, killed his owner with a well-aimed coconut. The owner died immediately from the monkey's throw from the top of the tree in the Thai province of northern Sri Thamar, blah blah. According to the Sumio Express newspaper,
Where is this place? Where does it say where this is?
Nakorn Sri Samarat.
Oh, Nakhon Sri. That's in Thailand. But Justin, would you have a pet monkey after hearing that?
The guy beat the monkey whenever he showed any hesitance to climb a tree.
That didn't help.
The owner was insistent
Well,
because
for one, I wouldn't own like a baboon or a
Yeah.
chimp.
But
but
and you
this
went
guy got 4p for every coconut he picked. You don't have to Get all quiet now.
That's
How much is
just a
4
shocking
P's?
amount.
Just 4-letter P's?
Well,
It's just a picture of a monkey drinking Pepsi. That's fucking awesome. Except it's Pepsi.
so monkeys are cool when they're drinking cans, beverages, but when they're just...
This is a tiny monkey. Like, I could punch him and he'd probably bite my knuckle a little bit. But I don't think that monkey's gonna kill me.
So I guess Justin Fetzer is leaving the building now. Mac, what do you want to say to Justin before he leaves?
Absolutely nothing.
Say whatever you want, though. Whatever you want, don't hold back.
I don't got nothing to say to you anymore.
Max,
Well,
man,
good.
because Justin's leaving.
You better come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the one who texted us. Podcast.
2 days later.
2 days later.
No, it was a day later. No, yeah, it was 2 days later.
Alright, well, drive safe. Shit, I said something.
Alright.
Yeah, for the love of God,
Awesome.
drive safe.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah,
Always drive safe.
yeah, we won't drive safe. So get out of my studio. Yeah, there's your nutcracker. Take that with you.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
My other one's getting lonely.
Mac never did get to paint that.
No, he didn't.
Oh well. It just sat there creepy in my room. I put a curse on it, by the way, so it's gonna come to life and
Yeah, okay.
it's
Because
gonna murder all of your friends.
Hello there. This is Buck Johnson with another installment of Biographies from the Future. On this episode, we take a look at a young man named Justin Fetzer. And we'll get to the chase, because I'm sick of doing this. He was born on a small boat, where he fed on small mammals. Small mammals that weren't so lucky and swam to the side of the boat there, and he would just scoop them on up and put them in his mouth and be like, oh joy! But that was only the first 5 years. His boat drifted back to shore near the home of his family that he would soon have in his heart, so dear and beloved to him. I just had a drink. I'm sorry. I'm tired. His family, they found him on the shore there, and they figured, what the hell? Justin grew up to be a strapping young lad that excelled in meaningless towns, but quickly came to his own, but soon had a downward curve due to his fear of paper and square line objects. I believe I meant to say square-like. He's afraid of squares. Justin proved to the world that everybody was wrong when he turned 23, when he purchased his first firearm. By the age of 24, he had shot off all but 3 toes. Undeterred by his handicap and the realization that he will never become a Pokemon master, Justin hits it big with the invention of purple ketchup. The public considered it to be stupid and disrespectful and even pointless. The idea of purple ketchup surely infuriated everyone and was soon pulled. This was by far the lowest point in Justin Fetzer's life. He had to make an uplift. Anything would do, so he started his own line of tweezers and failed again. This way, it was his last time. He had to go into solitary hiding. He retired at the age of 25 and set sail for the other side of Lake Michigan. And in the same boat he was born in, he was never seen again until he resurfaced 10 hours later after a storm blew him back onto the south shore of Milwaukee. He slept through it and believed that he had made it to Michigan. He thinks he's in Michigan to this day. poor old bastard.
And that was Biographies from the Future about our guest, Justin Fetzer. And that's what you get, Justin. You leave our show early and your future looks pretty bleak.
Double outro on that show.
Oh,
Peace,
yeah.
Justin.
Yeah, peace again, Justin. And this has been Mac and Zakk to the future. Peace out with your pieces out.
Suck on a lemon, y'all.
Bitch.